Hi, I'm Chris for RightSizeLife.com. You know, it's always difficult when we live solo or in pairs to find ways of bringing the holidays into our homes. This is especially true with food treats, which for many of us seem too grandiose to create on a manageable scale. Now, there's one treat I make every year, and it turns out I make a lot of it. It's one of the many things that reminds me of the holidays and is a welcome addition to any gathering I go to. I'm referring to Chex Mix. No matter where I go, whether holiday, New Year, or football gathering, a gallon Ziploc bag of Chex Mix will not only be welcome, but will be one of the first things gone at the snack table. Many people tell me I make amazing Chex Mix. I don't, really. What I do is make Chex Mix the old-fashioned way, with just a couple of simple modifications. Knowing a few rules about this snack will allow you to go to any gathering a cereal mix hero and become the master of crunchy, salty, addictive goodness. Let's go make some Chex Mix. There are only two things that you must have for superior Chex Mix. First, you must use butter. Real butter, and only butter. No substitutions. Butter is the key to the whole snack, and is the only way to make cereal mix. Remember, this is a food treat, not a healthy alternative to potato chips. So use butter. Real butter. No substitutions. The second thing you must have is one of these. A spoon. Chex Mix needs to be made in the oven, 1 hour at 250 with a stir every 15 minutes. Hence the spoon. Forget about microwave or crock pot recipes. In the oven, 1 hour, 15-minute stirs, no substitutions. Now the other thing that's convenient but not necessary is one of these, a disposable foil pan. It's available at any dollar store, and you can use it throughout the Chex Mix season, then throw it away at the end. If you have a large roaster pan or a half-sheet pan, that'll work fine as well. Now the traditional recipe for Chex Mix consists of the following. 3 cups each of rice, corn, and wheat cereal for a total of 9 cups, then 1 cup each of peanuts, pretzels, and bagel chips. This makes for a total of 12 cups of ingredients. The key here is 9 cups of cereal and 3 cups of special stuff. I usually do the following. 3 cups of rice, 3 cups of corn, 2 cups of wheat, and 1 cup of Cheerios. I add to that a cup of pretzels, a cup of dry roasted peanuts, and 1 cup of Cheez-Its. The point is, it doesn't matter what kinds of things you use as long as you keep the same basic ratio. 9 cups of cereals with 3 cups of special stuff. Take 6 tablespoons of melted butter, 1½ teaspoons of seasoned salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 2 tablespoons of a basic hot sauce. Mix them all together in the bottom of your pan into a smooth paste. Once you have your coating ready, go ahead and add your measured out cereals, your 1 cup each of special stuff. Remember the basic ratio. 9 cups of basic cereals, 3 cups of special stuff. And then start to stir it and give the entire 12 cups of ingredients a really, really good coating. It's going to feel a little wet when you're done stirring, but that's okay. All of that moisture is going to bake off and just leave the butter and the basic seasonings. Once you're done stirring, make sure it's flat in the pan. Stick it in the oven for its first bake, 250 for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, pull your Chex Mix out of the oven. Start to give it another really good stir. At this point, it will probably already have dried out. Although it might still smell a little bit like vinegar. That's from the hot sauce. That will go away in the final baking process. Give it another good stir, then put it back in the oven for 15 minutes. Once you're done with the first 15 minutes, go ahead and pull it out. Give it another really good stir. By this time, it should feel pretty dry. Flatten it back out in the pan. Put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Finally, pull it out of the oven one more time. Give it one more good stir. Flatten it back out in the pan. Place it back in the oven for its final 15 minutes at 250. Let the Chex Mix cool completely and then bag it up. One batch will fill a gallon Ziploc bag. Now the standard size boxes of cereal will get you about 3 batches of Chex Mix. A gallon bag is way more than the pre-made stuff that you're going to get at the store, and it is much, much tastier. When going to any party, buy a cheap and supposedly festive plastic bowl at the dollar store, dump in your homemade snack mix, and impress your friends with the easiest holiday food treat in the snacking lexicon. That is all for this video demonstration. You can find a written version of the demo along with other lifestyle, kitchen, and cooking tips at RightSizeLife.com. RightSizeLife.com is an online community dedicated to those living solo or in pairs. RightSizeLife.com. Big living on a small scale.